Shit crazy. Smoke to get my mind right. Chillin'. Trying to get my grind right. Fight for spit. Smoke just to chill. Waiting on.
What's up, guys? Sergeant G here from the Stone Vet, man. Happy Friday to you guys, man. It's been crazy, dude. How's your week been going? Everything's been busy, 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 like it always is. It's early. It's March now. I don't know, dude. I think we're like
Years
a
going
quarter of
fast.
the way through. We're a quarter of the way through the year. It hit fast. That came fast. I know. I got Mike here. Mike here is down in the Houston area, dude. He owns MKB Leatherworks. How many of you guys like leather? Leather anything. Leather boots, leather holsters, leather wallets. You got Mike here. He another jarhead like myself. He decided, I'm going to do some time in the Corps because I know I want to be the best in the world. But then
Yeah, we're
I'm
gonna
time
do
to
it
come
the
to
best.
you know, you join the Corps and everybody already knows it. We didn't give ourselves that stigma. The world gave us that stigma that we're the
Yeah,
best in the world, you know? We don't do it.
you have to live up to it.
Got to live up to it, right? So how crazy can we be? I mean, a lot of people look at us like you guys are nuts. You guys just do some things just because you want to do it. Hey, so be it. Kind of true, but I mean, when you have to live up to the stigma that the world is giving you, and so when they say them guys are crazy, we gotta live up to it sometimes, you know. I got Mike here, man. He did some time in the Corps. Like I said, he spent 4 years and he ended up being a firefighter. Back in my time, it was Crash Fire Rescue. Mike over here telling me he think they done changed the name 3 other times already. Now,
Yeah, when
since he
Craft Fire
came in,
Rescue
man.
are
How you
effort.
doing, Mike? How you doing
I'm
this
doing good.
Friday?
I'm doing great. Doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Like I said, it's been crazy, man. Like I said, some days are a bit some weeks are better than others, you know. And at that time, it's kind of like, where do I go? What do I do? You know. I do the show just to help everybody try to make it through the week. Hopefully, they have a friendly face, or somebody will be like, "Man, I don't like this guy, but I like listening to what he got to say." You know.
Yeah.
Like I said, man. So you did some time in the Corps, huh?
Yeah, I did 4 years. Joined in 2013. Well, 2012, did the delayed entry program. 2013 to 2017, got out. Did my 4 years. Once a Marine. Once is enough.
Once is enough, right? You said 4 years and I'm done. I'm good. I got the title. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. Met a lot of cool people. Met my wife. She's actually Callie's sister. That's how.
Oh, get out of
That's how,
here,
yeah.
dude.
That's how
No
we got
way.
together. Yeah, me and Callie when we were at the schoolhouse together. Got stationed in Ukuni together. At first, she didn't like me. Callie didn't, just because I guess she thought I was a dick. But
Because you're another jarhead. She's like, I don't like this
yeah,
dude. He a
yeah. And
jarhead.
then just
I don't
she's like,
want
hey,
to date my sister.
you should mess with my sister. So that's how it all started.
Wow, look at that. Look at that.
Now
So
we're
you
married.
spent your 4 years out in Iwakuni, then is what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. I extended out there.
Okay. So that must have been a hell of a transition trying to get back to the US after getting out after 4 years going.
Yeah, yeah. It was took me a while to start turning into the right ways and drive-throughs and driving on the right side of the road.
Right, absolutely. I bet, man. I bet. So you met her sister while you was over there in Iwakuni?
Yeah, well, because Callie had her baby in Japan,
Hmm.
and by then we already been talking back and forth for a month or 2 months, and she wanted to come visit. That's the first time I met her, and then it was just kicked off from there. So.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. He's like any other jarhead, man. Like any other jarhead.
Hey, those dress blues work.
Hey, man, I don't know lie. That's what my wife always says. I've been with my wife for 21 years, and she's like, I don't care how stupid you look, how goofy looking you are. You put on a pair of dress blues, man, you're gonna turn. Heads are gonna turn. Heads are gonna snap.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? And I said, you ain't lying. I had one Marine. He was the goofiest looking dude. This dude he looked like he was old. He wasn't old, but he wore these old glasses and he just carried himself like an old man, and he was a private, which was even funnier because he put on a pair of dress blues as a private, and people were like, "How you doing, sir? How you doing, sir?" And I was like, "He's a private, man. He ain't no officer. Let him be. Like he ain't doing. He ain't no officer, man. You guys are building his head up. He blowing his head up.
Yeah.
Rank on him, right?" I was like, but my wife says it. She says it the most. She's like, "Yeah, she's like a pair of dress blues, man. You could do anything with a pair of dress blues." And I was like, "Yeah." I said, "You're probably right." I had an Air Force guy here try to tell me that the Air Force dress blues were better than the Marine Corps dress blues. I was like, "You
It looks like a suit.
I said, you were so stupid, dude. Shut up. Like, you know that you lying. You know, and I know that you're lying. And you don't want me to bring somebody else into this conversation because you already know which way they're gonna go.
Yeah.
You know. So while you was in the Corps, did you do anything crazy? You get to do anything stupid being a firefighter?
um, yeah. I mean, I went. My deployments were always a lot of fun. Went to spend a few months in Australia, Thailand. I don't even want to go into Thailand. Philippines, Korea, just really all over South Pacific.
Okay, yeah, you stayed over there. Yeah, yeah. You came in
Yeah.
2012, so the war kind of calmed down a little bit. Anybody
Yeah.
came here to
In
back to
2000,
months.
I want to say it was the beginning of 2014 or the middle of 2014. I volunteered. I was going to be a driver for P-19 in Afghanistan. I was like, hey, I want to go. And then I blew my knee out.
Oh man.
So didn't get to go for that. They ended up sending somebody from Cherry Point. So
Man, that ain't no fun, man. Yeah, cause you a young buck, man. You 2012, that's late, man. That's way
yeah.
you went in way years after I got out. I got out back in 09. And so, but when I went in, I didn't plan on going to war. I just planned on doing the military just to do my time and get out like anybody else, right? You know, my wife always says, hey, you know what the Marines are? I said, what? She's like, a bunch of criminals. She said, she's like, nobody ever just joins the Marines, doesn't join the Marines. And she's like, they either going to jail or they say, you go to jail, you go to the court. I was like, damn. I said, I met so many people like that while I was in.
If I went
Back
to
in
jail, I'd be
01.
out by now.
You know, it was, I'm gonna do my 4 years and get out, dude. Like I'm done. I was like, yeah. So that's how it was. That's how a lot of people were that I
So
knew while I was serving.
my original plan in 2009, I applied and got accepted into the Naval Academy, Annapolis. And so when I graduated in 2010, I had to get the recommendations from my senators, congressmen, and then a vice president's recommendation.
Wow.
So I got from my senators and my congressmen, and I wrote handwrote letters, emails. I called the White House. I sent so many letters to Biden trying to get a recommendation, and nothing ever came from it.
Of course not.
So then the commander at Annapolis called me, and he's like, hey, we'll keep you in the system for another year, try to get all the signatures you need, and then we'll try to get you in for next class, because they only take 2,000 people a year.
Wow.
And then so after that, like, I'm not even gonna worry about it. And I started working on the pipeline, making all the money.
Oh, making all that money.
And then after about a year of that, 2 years of that, I was like, this isn't for me. I'm just wasting all my potential out here.
Right.
And I had a buddy that he was joining. His brother was about to get out. I was like, hey, I'll go down to the recruiter station with you. And that day, I'll sign the papers.
He said, screw it, I'm going to go enlisted, dude.
Yeah.
I say it's crazy, dude. I met a couple of people who got their college degrees and stuff and still decided to go enlisted into the military. I'm like, that was dumb, dude. I said, you guys could have had so much more. Like, after you get in, you're like, damn, man, I could be that guy right there, sitting right there doing that job right there. Like, damn, man, like really, this is what it's about, man. I was like, and it sucks, dude. But you know what I'm saying? I said it's a growing experience, especially on the enlisted side. That's why I tell people, I said the difference between enlisted and officers, dude. There's a huge difference there with that. I mean, there's different mindsets. Like I said, on the enlisted side, we are more like, this is our job. We got to do our job. We don't look outside the box. A lot of us aren't entrepreneurs. A lot of us join the military. We joined young. I joined when I was 17, so I had no idea what the hell I was doing, even when I joined at 17. But I mean, a lot of people don't understand like the entrepreneurship. I mean, people are like, this is my job. I got to do this for the next 4 years, and don't think about the future. Like, I'm not going to do this forever. What am I going to do after this? And it's hard. It sucks because it's like, especially if you ain't got no guidance, you ain't got no resources. And that's the whole reason I started the show, is to provide resources,
Yeah.
I've teamed up with Veteran Trash Talk, like I said before. And I mean, they get crap because they're trying to eliminate, like their whole goal is to eliminate the 22 a day.
Yeah.
Even like we're shooting the show right now, somebody's taking their life right now, and it sucks. And it's like, what can we do? How can we go about eliminating the 22 a day that we lose? And they get crap because they're first sergeants, they're active duty first sergeants, active duty master sergeants. Like they're doing their time, they're doing their thing. And people are giving them crap. Well, you're in uniform. You can't talk like that. I said, no, we have to defeat this from within. We have to start within the branches, within the active duty service to tell people, hey, when you get out, it's hell when you get out. It sucks when you get out, dude. Like, especially if you don't have a family, a support system, when you get out and you're trying to figure out what the hell do I do now after getting out? I did my time and now it's time to leave. The military don't give two shits about you after you leave. That's it. You're done.
Yeah.
They've already replaced you. They've already found somebody to take your job that you were doing. And now you got to get up. And if you ain't got if you got a family and all kinds of, you got family and debt and stuff like that, you got to think, what am I going to do? What kind of job can I do while serving? I mean, you being a firefighter, maybe it's a little bit easier for you to actually get back into the firefighter world, you know? But somebody like me who's an engineer, I'm not a real engineer. I work on diesel engines, you know what I'm saying? I know how to work on diesel engines, but I didn't get no certificates working on the diesel engines because I was never given the opportunity to get the certificates needed to work on diesel engines, you know?
That's a big thing the military doesn't teach you, that all the work you're doing can be put toward certifications.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them don't tell you that because they don't want you to get them.
They don't. They don't want you to get them, you know, and they don't want you to get, you know, and it's hard. It sucks because you're like, dang, I could have got that certification. I know how to do that. I've been doing that.
You get that certification and then you will get out and make triple the money.
Right. And
they don't want you to know that.
They don't want you to know that. And it sucks because say you do 4 years like yourself and you're like, what am I doing? How do I do it? What do I do? I know when I got out, I didn't have nothing. I had the money in my bank account. It was me, my wife, and my son. And it's like, well, I was like, fortunately, we bought a house. It's just a small little, like 900 square foot house, nothing big at all, you know. And then luckily we bought a house. Her sister was living in it for us while we were at the continental United States. And I was like, well, you gotta let her know, hey, we're moving back, and she's gonna need to pack up her stuff, and she's gonna have to find a new place. Like, I mean, this is our home, and this is where we're gonna live for a little bit until I can get a job or whatever, you know. Because I didn't have a job, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I was like, there's an Air Force base there, I can apply for it and see what happened. And luckily, Bush was doing a mass veteran hire there at the Air Force base, and I applied, and 6 months later, I had a job. But I went 6 months without a job. You know what I'm saying? I was collecting my unemployment check. Like they tell you, a lot of people don't tell you. A lot of people don't know that. Hey, you can collect an unemployment check when you get out of the military, you know? And so I was collecting my unemployment check for 6 months that I was out. But then during that time, I wasn't even thinking about, damn, I should be working on my disability check, working on my disability claim.
Yeah.
You know, I said, when I got out, I got 30% off the bat. I was like, oh, cool. That's not bad. That's pretty good. You know, it's I got like $600 or something. It wasn't a lot. But then now here I am freaking 10 years later, 12 years later, trying to apply for benefits from 12 years ago. And they're like, they fight you, dude. They're going to fight you fight you on it. You know what I'm saying?
So I work with a guy who just had to get his knee replaced. I think he's 42, had to get his knee totally replaced. And he had knee problems in the Marine Corps. And he got out in 2001.
Oh, wow.
And no, he got out in 2002. But they never told him about going to the VA or anything. And he didn't have any disability up until this year. He just got it. I think he got 70% now. But it took him a year and a half to get the knee service related.
Ain't that crazy?
Like what 42-year-old guy, you know, has to get a total knee replacement?
Right. Like, and they're like, oh, it's not service connected. Tell me how this is not service connected, dude. I'm 42
First,
years old.
I think they gave him 20% for tinnitus and something else. But yeah, they didn't give him his anything. He had to get who'd he go to? One of those disabled veteran organizations that help you apply.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had to go through one of those, and he ended up getting. He got like $42,000 in back pay or something.
Oh wow, that's good. I mean, at least he got the back pay on that to try to say, yeah, dude, it's service connected. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks, dude, when you have to do it. That's the biggest part, man. Is transitioning out. When you transition out of the military, I mean, you did 4 years. How was the transition out for you after your 4 years in of active duty? When it was time to say, hey, I'm popping smoke. I'm done. I don't want to do this no more. I did my time. I'm done. What was given to you? What kind of resources were given to you when it was time to pop smoke?
So we had the transition readiness seminar. I don't know if that was around
TRS. That's what they call it.
Yeah, now. TRS.
Used to be called TAPS. Yeah.
So it's basically, we just sat through a class, how to write a resume, how to take an interview. And then we had to sign up on, it was basically to protect their ass.
Right.
That's all. It was to protect the Marine Corps' ass, saying, "Oh yeah, we told this guy what to do," when it wasn't. You could watch a 2-minute YouTube video and get more information than what that week-long class was.
Right. Right.
So, I mean,
And that's
they luckily, I already knew to do the VA stuff, so I started my claims even before I left.
okay.
But I'm still fighting with my shoulder. They're trying to say my shoulder's not service connected. I'm 40% right now for my knee surgery, tinnitus, and now I'm starting to get a little bit less range of motion in my knee.
Oh, sweet. Even better, right?
Yeah. But my shoulder, it just grinds. I can't really push too much forwards or out. I got thrown on my shoulder when we were doing McMap. I'm pretty sure I tore my rotator cuff.
MAP training, all the training you have to take, right? All the MAP training you have to take while you're.
Pretty sure I tore my rotator cuff or something, and they never. I went the very appointment I went to for it. Doctor never even touched my shoulder. He just started asking me to do, asked me to do some stuff. Never did a scan, anything. Not service connected.
Yeah, no shit.
Like you didn't even touch it. You can feel it grinds.
Oh, I know the feeling, dude. I know the feeling. Trust me. I went to a thing here. So I went in for flat feet. They gave me 50% off the bat. I was like, oh, cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I got flat feet. They eat flat as can be. I went back for my 1 year follow up, and they said I was talking to my VSO at the time. He said, they want to drop you from 50 to 10. I said, for what? He said, you don't have flat feet no more. I said, how do I not have flat feet anymore? Tell me how that happens. He said, I don't know, dude. So my VSO resigned from his position. So I had to go get a new VSO. He's like, go get a new guy. He said, I'll still help you, but go get a new guy that has access to all this because he's resigning. And he said, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. And I said, okay, cool, sweet. And so I got the new VSO and he was looking at it. He said, it was her observation because you weren't what I was like, because I didn't stand up and wince when I walked to the table to sit so she could look at my feet. I said, I went to the table, had my socks off. She touched my feet and I told her how bad it hurt every time she touched them. I touched them. But because I didn't limp or wince, I don't have flat feet. I was like, I said, my own podiatrist, he gave me splints. He gave me splints for my feet. So when I go to sleep, that it will help my flat feet.
Yeah.
And then I have to go see him. I got an appointment coming up and I have to go see him. And he's like, I'll give you exercise, but if that don't work, we're going to have to put shots in your feet. I said, that's fine. But still, even if you put shots in my feet, how long is that going to work for? I said, it's the same as shots in your back. Whenever you have a bulging disc, it's only going to last a year, maybe 6 months if you're lucky. I'm like, I was like, all right. And he's like, just build your case. He said, you got a predetermination hearing. He says, build a case and see where they go. If they drop you to 30%, whatever, dude. I said, nah, because I was like, this is bullshit because they gave me 50. I got flat feet. Even my doctor was like, I looked at your x-rays. Your shit's almost inverted. I said, I know. And now they want to take it away from me saying I don't have flat feet no more. And he's like, no. He said, so I'm building my case up. I'm trying to build my case right now. I'm waiting on my sleep apnea to come back to see if I got sleep apnea and stuff like that, which I should. And even my VSO is like, here's the nexus letter. See if your psych. I said, my psychiatrist will sign anything I need him to. He's like, send this over to him and say, hey, I need you to sign this nexus letter. I need you to sign this nexus letter so that we can get this going where it needs to go. And I was like, that's fine, dude, because I have PTSD. I'm 70% disabled for PTSD, dude. I said, I spent 2 tours in the desert. I went twice to that sorry Sam. I was like, I got PTSD. I've seen things. I had to do some things, but it's like, seriously, dude, like my doctor, he's my shrink was like, you're at 90, you trying to get your 100? I said, yeah. He said, all right. He said, let me know what you want so we can get it. I said, all right, let's get this shit going then.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it is there are some doctors that are out there that want to help you. They do want to help you. But there's also a lot that don't give 2 shits about you. They're just there for a paycheck,
Yeah.
And it's hard and it sucks, dude. It really does. It sucks, And like you said, with the transition, you go to a class for a week. That's how long all of them ever are, a week. And like you said, they're just trying to cover their own butt, saying, well, we provided the resources for them when they got out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When it comes to writing a resume, man, we don't know 2 shits about writing a resume. It's going to take me longer than a week to just to focus on resumes all day long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like you get to focus on resumes all day long for a week. It's like a 1-day thing, and you don't, and even then, those people there they're supposed to have an understanding of what you can provide on your resume, you know. And like I said, a lot of guys are young, like they don't know. They're like, I don't know. I think
They've
this
never had to. You didn't have to write a resume to get in the Marine Corps.
right. I didn't have to write one to get in. You took me right in, you know. And now to figure out what I've done for the past 4 years, or what I've done for the past 40 years, to be able to relate to some places,
Yeah.
you know, to some of the things. It's tough, man. The transition is tough. And for yourself, how was it for you once you got out? Did you have a support system when you got out, or did you just get out?
So I was pretty lucky when I got out, I guess, just because my dad, he was in the Marines, so he knew what was going on, and he was going to offer me a job, but I was like, I'm going to take some time off and go back to school, and I needed to get my EMT to get
Right.
on with the department I'm at now. So I was just getting my BAH from the school, getting my EMT. I worked at CVS for a little while, just being like a shift manager.
Yeah.
And I didn't really have any problems getting out, just because I kind of knew what to expect, just because I had buddies that had gotten out and didn't know what to do.
Right,
So basically,
right.
I just learned from their experiences.
Of course.
And I had a pretty solid plan, because I knew I was like, in this first 6 months I'm out, I want to get my EMT. And then I was applying for fire jobs. I got on with a fire job at a chemical plant. And then I got on with the department I'm at now at the airfield.
Okay. So you had an understanding, because you've had friends and you had family that has done it, that transitioned out, and that you knew you had a jump on it. So you're able to, like, okay, I need to ensure that I get my EMT. And like you said, use your GI Bill, huh? To be able to go to school and get a little bit of extra money coming in, right? And that's one of the biggest things, is understanding that, hey, that GI Bill is there to help with not just college. It helps you with whatever you want to go. You want to go to trade school, pick up a trade.
Yeah.
Pick up a trade. Most trade schools ain't that long, maybe a year and a half. You know what I'm saying?
And then you end up making more than most college graduates.
Absolutely. And absolutely. You start out, granted, you got to start back at the bottom. I mean, because you're like, fuck, I was in the Marine Corps for this long. No, but you didn't do that shit when you was in the Marine Corps, whether you're an HVAC guy, diesel mechanic, or whatever. You go to school to get your certificate in, you got to start at the bottom again, and it sucks starting at the bottom, but yeah, you fresh, you out, you a civilian now. You ain't military no more. You civilian now. And you have to try to relate to these people.
Yeah, nobody in the civilian world cares what you did.
They don't care what you did while you was active duty, and that's the hard part. That's the hard transition. It's like, damn, what do I do? Like, but yeah, you got to start at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. You got to start at the bottom again, but you're getting paid, dude. Like the BAH. I mean, it's not a whole crap ton of money, but I mean, it helps pays the bills, and if you're collecting your unemployment check on top of that, it's extra money. And guess what? If you had a good VSO get you started before you got out, you probably got a pretty good disability check coming in too. You know what I'm saying? And it could go anywhere from a couple $100 to maybe $1,000. $1,500, $2,000, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, and then you can also work if you're not working for that money.
Yeah,
you already earned it, so you're just get a little part-time job.
Get you a part-time job doing something odd and end jobs here, so you can make it while you're getting the certification that you need to go to work. And hell, even if you don't want to go work for somebody, get a certificate in something so you can start your own business. You got out of the Marine Corps and you're doing leather work now, right, Mike?
We would like to give a huge thanks to Rafa 180. Rafa 180 offers pure medicinal CBD and products made locally. They walk alongside individuals to achieve a healthy lifestyle with options needed by each person. You can learn more about them on Facebook at Rafa CBD, their website www.rafa180.com, or email at rafacbd@gmail.com. They truly believe your journey matters.
You're doing some leather work. How did you go about what got you into doing leather work after getting out of the Marine Corps?
So it started just in the past few months. What started it, I was on YouTube. I've always had these huge ideas, I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I've always wanted to make stuff, but I have so many ideas all the time.
Right.
And it's hard for me to sit down and focus on, I'll start one, get bored of it, start something else. But what started me on this, I was watching a YouTube video, and a video just popped up. Some guy it was like a $700 Hermes wallet for $30. I was like, oh, let me watch this video. And I was like, I can do that.
Right.
I can do that. So then I just started collecting the tools and went and bought some hides of leather and started practicing. Took me about a month and a half of just fucking up, cutting leather wrong,
Right.
stitching wrong, making it ugly, to where it's actually, I feel proud to sell it now. People,
Right.
people
Well, it's all
are
trial.
coming to me and buying it instead of me messing. Hey, got a buddy at work. I was like, hey man, can I make you a wallet? And he's like, yeah, sure. And I made it. And I was like, had no idea what to charge it for. I was just throwing it. I was like, $40. He's like, yeah, I thought you were gonna ask for more. And
That's the thing, dude.
that's just what started. And
No, it's hard. It's hard, especially being an entrepreneur, man. Like I said, I mean, a lot of veterans, they are. If you look now, I mean, especially within my community, a lot of people become entrepreneurs. Why? Because they don't want to work for somebody else. They got tired of punching the clock. They got tired of reporting to somebody else. And it sucks when you're working and you see people getting rich off of the work you're providing for them. You know, it sucks to watch them get rich off of what you're doing for them. You know, and it's like, why can't I be that guy? Why can't I be that guy getting rich off of the work that I'm providing? So a lot of people do start their own business, their own entrepreneurship. It sucks. Entrepreneurship is scary and it's hard. It's super hard, especially if you ain't got the marketing out there for it, especially if you don't know how to market what you're doing. Some people have it. Some people pick up that niche and you're like, damn, how'd you blow up so fast? You know, and it's hard. It sucks. You're like, you blew up so fast. Who did you talk to? How did you? And some it's like that sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Some people can just get it.
Callie, she's been doing this for about 2 years now. Yeah. She's been doing it for about 2 years now, and it just blew up 3 months ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
when I brought her on the show, she had just started getting sales heavy. And I was like, dang, I was like, let's get you on the show. Let's talk about what you're doing, because this is what it's about. This is what the Stone Vet's about, is promoting you guys, you entrepreneurs that are going out there trying to get your name out there. Like me, like I said, I don't have a lot of subscribers yet. I don't, but I have a lot of views. I've got probably about 30, 40,000 people that view my product. You know what I'm saying? Just reading off my statistics and my analyticals, I'm getting hundreds and thousands of views, but nobody's subscribing. Whatever the reason, I don't care. Maybe one day people will start subscribing. Maybe they won't. I don't know.
And I don't get it. It's free. You just click the bell. Just click the button.
That's good. Click the button. That's all you gotta do is click the button, because you helping me help you guys out, that entrepreneurs trying to make a name for yourself, especially with your leather work, what you're doing. I mean, like you said, you got a Kickstarter going, trying to use, like, I gotta raise money, man. I gotta raise some money.
12% funded right now.
12% funded. See, and like I said, I don't have a lot of subscribers, but I have a lot of views. I have a lot of views. People are viewing my product every week. Every week I push it out, and I've teamed up with a lot of people that are with the veteran community and some that aren't with the veteran community. And you know what I'm saying? Leatherwork is it's a special realm. It's a special wheelhouse that you get into, you know what I'm saying? Special people like Leatherworks, you know? And that's the hardest part, is trying to, how do I market this? Where do I go? How do I market it? Who do I talk to? Where can we go about getting my name out there? You know what I'm saying? Where can I put MKB out there so people see, oh, this is what he's doing, and he's doing some awesome work. I saw you had some exotic leather come in the other day.
I got some pretty good pieces. I got some elephants, pretty good pieces of python came in, a bunch of lizard skins, ostrich, pirarucu. It's you know what an arapaima? These huge, giant, like 20-foot long fish, lives in the Amazon.
Oh man,
like that. So yeah, I got some pieces of that. And I was looking up the pirarucu boots go for $1,000.
Dang.
Yeah.
You like,
and so I'm, that stuff. It's mostly scraps that I'm gonna use to make like keychains or koozies, stuff like that. Just small accessories. And then I just finished this wallet a little while ago.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I need to get my own Maker's Mark brand to put on it.
Right.
I just got just yesterday in the mail. I got my Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, and Army stamps, so I can start making military stuff.
Oh, sweet. You can do that. You can do a lot of things like that. You can get. I mean, you just got that's the hardest part, is marketing. How do I go about marketing my product? How do people see it? Because like Cali, man, the right military people see them like, I need that. I want that. That looks good. I like how that looks, and stuff will blow up. I mean, the veteran community is a small community, and that's the biggest thing we have to do is just help promote each other. That's the biggest thing is helping promote each other, help push each other. That's the way we do it. I mean, there's a lot of, I didn't realize this, but there's like, I want to say there's over 32,000 veteran nonprofits in the US today.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is a lot of nonprofits. That's a lot. I mean, they're always like, well, the top 3 or the top 5, the Wounded Warrior, DAV, VFW and stuff like that. But when I got told there's like 32,000 veteran nonprofits, I'm like, where? Like, where are they at? What are they doing? Like, how are they not being seen? But it's all about marketing, man. Where do you live? Where are you at? I tell people, say, I ain't got no money, but I want to help the veteran community. I said, that's fine. You don't need money to help me. Go out in your community and tell me, hey, what are you doing? It's like I tell people, even on my Facebook page, I tell people, hey, I got a brother over here. He's got a Kickstarter going. I'm gonna share with him. I say he needs some funding, man. You probably can't benefit from what he's doing, but I bet you got a family member that could benefit from what he's doing.
Yeah. So what I've been doing is I've been joining all social media is the way to go nowadays with advertising and promoting. So I've just been joining every veteran page I can join.
Right.
And I'll go and I'll share all my stuff to every page just to get it out there. Most time doesn't even get approved because they don't allow.
Yeah, it's a solicitation or promotion, whatever.
But then when it does, I'll get 3 or 4 people on there. Hey, I want a wallet. Hey, I want a belt.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, message them, get on there, find out what they want. I'm like, hey, can you share and invite people? And then they share and invite people.
Right. It takes money to run any business. Everybody knows that. It takes money to run a business. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us is like, man, I'm hurting. I need a Kickstarter. I got to get a Kickstarter going so I can try to raise some money so I can get some of the tools that I need. I mean, especially with the new exotic leather that you got that came in. To try to play with that, I know it's probably works a lot different than it does like.
Yeah, it does. And I mean, sewing it is the hardest part, especially if I get some stingray. You can't sew through stingray. I mean, you got to use a sewing machine, leather sewing machines. You can't just go out of the store and get one for $200-$300. No,
right? No,
a good leather. The one I'm looking at, I think, is $2,500. And that's the main
expensive, dude.
Yeah, that's the main reason I started the Kickstarter. And once I get that machine, I'll be able to make, instead of this wallet taking me, an hour to stitch.
Right.
I could stitch it in 5 minutes.
Right. No, absolutely. And that it's hard, dude. Yeah, it's hard, especially, when you have your goals, you're like, this is where I got to be. This is where I needed to be. This is what I got to do to raise money, and then it's hard right now with COVID and everything else. We're going to going to events and stuff just to promote yourself over the weekend or whatever the case,
Yeah.
It's tough right now.
There was one I missed a few weeks ago. I had to work that weekend. I had a little craft show. And it was a $30 fee, $30 vendor fee. And I was like, oh, I'm going to this.
I can get in there, right?
I worked that weekend.
You got to work. You're like,
I think we had 2 guys off shift with COVID, so nobody could take off.
Oh man, don't you love that when it goes like that? It's insane, So I told you earlier, they want me going back. I work in an office. I mean, the office is probably 100 square foot, and there's 4 of us that sits inside this office. And I told him, I say, this ain't right. I'm gonna pitch it to this one guy though. They make him out like he's the boss of the office. He's really not the boss. He's just equivalent to everybody else. But they treat him like he's the boss.
Yeah.
I say, hey, dude, you need to work this to where we got two telework and 2 in the office, so we can make sure that we keep our surrounding areas clear of everybody.
Yeah, and then do that for a week, switch, or 2 weeks, and
switch.
Do
it for a week, switch it out. Do it for a week, switch it out. You know what I'm saying? 2 people telework, 2 people in the office. 2 people telework, 2 people in the office. I said they're gonna listen to you. They won't listen to me. I've been in the office the longest. I know how to run everybody's job, but they look at me because, oh, he's untrustworthy. He smokes weed. He's untrustworthy. And I'm like, I told him, I got the documentation. In my truck. I'm going to frame it and I'm going to put it on my desk. So when people come in and say, what is it? I said, just read it. See what my supervisors think of me, and so they can read it and be like, Dang, for real. I said, they're like, why? Because I told them I smoke a little bit of weed, and that's all. That's the only reason. I said, these guys get mad at me because I said I'd rather smoke a joint than go have a beer after work, you know? And I was like, I'm trying to break the stigma. I said, as soon as Senate passes this, I
It
just,
makes no sense. Makes no sense.
I just
Like
read it.
I don't smoke weed personally.
Yeah, I
I
just
mean,
read it.
just
And
my
Virginia they just legalized Virginia and 17 other states, and I'm like, that's got to be everybody. Everybody's got to be legal in the country. Like I think Texas is like one of the few that is still illegal in Texas.
yeah. I mean, in the Houston area, it's decriminalized in Houston.
Oh, is it?
So yeah, so I got a bunch of buddies that are HPD, and if you just got a joint or something that's clearly for personal use,
Yeah,
they just be like, throw it out.
just throw it out. You know?
Yeah, they don't even want to do the paperwork on it.
Because
not
it's
worth it.
ridiculous, dude. It's a plant. It's a plant. It's a healing plant, and the government's put such a big stigma on it, and it's like, dang, dude. I was like, I'd rather you go get drunk as hell and go drive your car and wreck your shit being stupid
And
drunk.
sit at home on the couch and watch movies.
Smoking a joint, smoking a
Yeah.
blunt, whatever it is, and watching something crazy on TV and just chilling out and relaxing. I was like, it has helped me so much with so many different ailments that the government gave me. The government gave me the ailments I have. The government gave me the PTSD. They gave me the anxiety. They gave me the depression. They gave me all those things. And now that I want to use a little bit of THC, they're mad because the pharmaceuticals can't control it. And so they mad because the big pharma can't have their hand in the pot, and so they're not making no money off of it. And it gets discouraging, you know. But I said, hopefully things get in the up and up before too long. Hopefully Senate will go through and they'll go ahead and legalize this, because like I said, Virginia passed it. It's been getting passed left and right in every
Why
state,
it's still
you know.
illegal.
You know, and in every state, it's either medicinally or recreationally legal. You know, in Oklahoma, it's medicinally legal. My card's about to expire, and I told my wife, I said, I'm about to go renew my card here before too long. I said, it's coming close to the end. I said, I'm gonna have to go and renew it, even though I can't smoke right now. But I'm like, I gotta have it just for the simple fact I associate with individuals that do smoke and the individuals that do have it. And if they decide just to ditch it in my car, I want to make sure I have my license and say, no, it's mine. I got it right here. Here it is.
Yeah.
You know, I got my card. I'm legal I'm within my limit, you know? And so, but that's the biggest thing, man. I mean, so with your Leatherworks, with what you're doing, man, what are your plans with this exotic leather that you got that just came in?
I'm trying to get some phone cases, maybe some a lot of keychains, maybe a couple wallets. I actually have somebody sent me these two. They call them wallets. I don't know what kind of wallet. Who needs 156 card wallet? But, it's an older woman, but she asked me to put a stingray cover. She sent me to them. She wants stingray on these. So
Stingray, huh?
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. So I'm gonna see what I can do. See if I can put some stingray on those, and then maybe some earrings, some other earrings. With the snake, I can do hat bands for like cowboy hats.
Okay, yeah.
Or, guitar straps. Really, if somebody wants something. I actually watched a video of a guy customizing his Nikes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so takes off the Nike check and puts whatever kind of leather he wants on it. And, you know, I got the snake skin. Somebody wants me to do that, I can do that.
That'd be interesting to see what's going on with. Yeah, that'd be. Man, you can do all kinds of things. I got a brother. He does. He draws on shoes. He draws on shoes. Right now, he's doing a lot of Disney. He does a lot of Disney stuff on shoes. Like if you got like Air Force Ones or something, he goes in and he draws characters on them. Star Wars, anything Disney, really. I mean, he go on. He's fan. He's got a very artistic hand on it. So he custom makes them for people. And I was like, man, it's a talent. It is a true talent to have whenever you're able, like the things that you're doing as well. I mean, the leatherworking, I mean, that's a tough job. That's
making
that's a tough skill.
Apple Watch bands.
Oh yeah, you could do that too, huh? Like I said, man, you just got to find the market. You find the market and you find the realm
people would love
that it deals with leather like that. I mean, leather watch bands and stuff like that, or whatever. I mean, you could do a elephant watch band, man.
So somebody messaged me a few days ago. make them a watch band. And luckily, the leather shop, they sell the pieces for like the piece that actually attaches to the watch.
Oh
They sell
yeah,
it for every size Apple Watch. So
that'd be a
picked up
good.
a few
That'd be a
different
good. That'd be a good way to get into is doing Apple Watch, man. Everybody always changing out bands on Apple Watch.
Yeah.
That'd be something. So do you have a website yet, or you? How are you doing it? Are they just message
I
you?
don't have a website, just on Facebook right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to set up an Etsy site and eventually get a website going. Because about a year ago, I did some drop shipping. I'm had my own website for that. And so I'm pretty good with internet websites and internet marketing. So I just haven't sat down and done it.
Of course, and that it happens sometimes. I mean, you got life, you got kids too.
Yeah, I got one. He's 16 months, 15 months.
Oh yeah, he baby.
Got one that's and one that's going to be here in about 3 weeks.
Oh wow, yeah. So you a busy guy. I got 7 kids, so I know exactly what you're talking about with being busy and stuff like that. It gets by you real fast, especially trying to run a business and then you go to work.
Yeah.
And then you got kids and a wife. You got to make sure you keep happy as well.
Yeah. And then she'll be like, hey, you got all these orders to make. And then I'll start making them. She's like, you going to come back inside?
Right? You told me I got to make those. All right. No, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I mean, this is what it's about, man. It's hanging out, enjoying the time together, enjoying this time together. That camaraderie that once lost while we were serving. I mean, that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
I don't know if you stay in contact with a lot of guys you served with, but I mean, granted, Cali, I mean, you're in the family now. You're going to stay close. You're going to stay close with Cali, but I mean, it's hard finding that camaraderie again that you had when you was in. And
she's actually flying in to visit us in April. So.
Oh, sweet! Look at that. She's making all that money now. She's gonna show off.
Yeah, just fly her own jet down.
Absolutely, man. That's awesome, man. Well, guys, like I said, man, I got Mike here. I'm gonna have all how you can contact him. It'll be all down there in that description box, man. Like I said, go check out. He's doing some awesome things, man. MKB Leatherworks, man. He's all over Facebook. You'll see him. I mean, if you follow me, you'll see him. And trust me, I'm gonna tag it in as many places as I can tag it that I'm associated with. He's doing some awesome wallets, man. Like I said, he's got some cool leather that just came in, some exotic leather that came in, some elephant, some snake skin, some stingray, apparently. Look at that, man. He's got all that cool stuff. Like he said, he's gonna start doing Apple Watches. How many of you Apple fools out there like them Apple Watches? He's gonna make some fancy stuff for you. Like I say, guys, always go through, hit that daggum subscribe button. That's all you gotta do is hit the subscribe button so you guys can share this. Hit that subscribe button. It may not benefit you, but I bet you it benefits a brother and sister who's in need, who's trying to figure out, man, I want to get into leather making. How do I get into leather making? Contact Mike. He'll be able to tell you exactly how to go about doing it and getting into it, man. You got anything left for these guys, man?
I do not. I got to get back to making some more leather stuff.
Yeah, there you go, man. He's staying busy, man. When you're an entrepreneur, you're always working. It never stops. It's always going 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Got these 2 packages ready to go out. Got to go drop them off tomorrow.
Keep them shipments coming in, man. Keep telling them, what do you want? You need a wallet? You need a watch band? Heck, he can make you anything, man. Apparently, the way it's looking, he's starting to get into all kinds of rounds. He said he's staying away from the shoes, though. He ain't doing nothing with shoes yet.
Yeah, no, no shoes yet.
He ain't doing nothing with shoes yet. Maybe he'll get there eventually. Go check out his Kickstarter, man. Help him raise some funds. Like I said, it may not benefit you, but I guarantee you have a family member, someone that loves leather. Go over there and share it with them. Let them know, hey, this guy's trying to get up and coming. He's got some awesome gear coming out. Guys, we love you guys. We're always here to take care of you. Anything we can do, any way we can help you, we can help push you, we can help promote you. Anything you need, I'm helping provide resources for you here at the Stone Vet, man. Just remember, guys, you guys are never alone. You got any call-ins? Anything else, Mike?
No. Well, go check out Oak Place Woodworks. It's my sister-in-law's company. She was on here a few weeks ago. You want a good going away plaque or anything like that, she can make it.
Absolutely. Callie at Oakwood Place, man. She's doing awesome things over there too, man. Just remember, guys, we love you guys. You guys are never left alone. Help us help reduce that 22 a day that we continue losing every day, man. Just remember, here at the Stone Vet, we got you 6.
Your life going down, grab a pound, smoke, chill, relax. It's Friday. You ain't got got a job, we gon' get high today. Dark of the flesh, the deep of the roots, green of the weed, you know this true. Puff, puff, pass, tryna get high, got high blood pressure.